Take me out to the ball game. That's right, baseball. And there is no bigger series in baseball than the World Series. So sit back, relax, eat some peanuts, and root for your team as we take a look at the World Series on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. This is where the weird is revered and the odd is praised. Today's video is directly from the comments section of a previous video. Now, growing up, my team was always the Dodgers, but I never really followed baseball heavily. However, these days, I am a complete Angels fan. I go to about a dozen or more games every year. Now, who's your team and why? Tell me down in the comments. All right, let's get into it. Here's the stuff we should all know. To understand the World Series, we first have to understand baseball. Baseball is a bat and ball sport that is popular in many countries, especially in the United States, Japan, and some parts of Latin America. It is often referred to as America's pastime. Major League Baseball, or MLB, was founded in 1869, making it one of the oldest professional sports leagues in the United States. Major League Baseball is composed of 2 leagues, the American League, AL, and the National League, NL, each consisting of 3 divisions. Now, the regular season typically spans roughly 6 months, with each team playing 162 games. The World Series crowns the league champion between the 2 leagues. Now, with that being said, weird thing number 5, the curse of the Billy Goat. This is a legendary superstition associated with the Chicago Cubs. The story is, in 1945, a tavern owner and his pet goat were asked to leave Wrigley Field during a World Series game, and he supposedly cursed the team, claiming they would never win another World Series. The curse persisted until the Cubs finally won the championship in 2016. 71 years was how long that lasted. Curses are not to be trifled with. Weird thing number 4, the 1919 Black Sox scandal. Now, the most infamous scandal in the World Series history, the 1919 Black Sox scandal, involved 8 members of the Chicago White Sox who conspired with gamblers to intentionally lose the World Series to the Cincinnati Reds. This resulted in permanent ban from baseball for the players involved, including Shoeless Joe Jackson, and damaged the sport's reputation. Now, the character of Shoeless Joe Jackson was played by Ray Liotta in the baseball classic movie Field of Dreams. Weird thing number 3, Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson broke baseball's color barrier when he made his debut with the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947. He had a very notable career in the World Series. Robinson played in 6 World Series during his 10-year Major League Baseball career, all with the Brooklyn Dodgers. Now, his first World Series was in his rookie season, 1947. Unfortunately, the Dodgers lost to the New York Yankees in 7 games. Now, all of his World Series appearances were noted for his excellent hitting and base stealing. Weird thing number 2, the 2017-2018 Houston Astros sign stealing scandal. The scandal was first exposed by Mike Fiers, a former Astros pitcher who went public with the allegations in November of 2019. The Astros were accused of using a live camera feed from center field to steal opposing catchers' sign to pitchers. They would relay the sign information to their hitters in real time, providing them with an advantage in knowing what pitch was coming. Now, the consequences: Astros manager A.J. Hinch and general manager Jeff Luhnow were both suspended for the 2020 season and were subsequently fired by the team. The Astros were fined the maximum $5 million penalty, and they were forced to forfeit their first and second round draft picks for 2020 and 2021. Major League Baseball also disciplined former Astros bench coach Alex Cora and former Astros designated hitter Carlos Beltran. The players who were cheating received no direct punishment as part of the league's agreement with the Players Union. Now, despite this, many fans feel that it wasn't enough and they should have been stripped of their World Series championship. And finally, weird thing number 1, the first pitch. The first pitch before each game of the World Series is a ceremonial event usually thrown by a non-player, a celebrity, a politician, someone. Now, some of the most notable: Babe Ruth. In 1936, baseball legend Babe Ruth, who was dying of cancer at the time, made an emotional appearance at Yankee Stadium for the first game of the World Series, throwing the pitch out, and subsequently died soon after. Jackie Robinson's family. In 1997, the 50th anniversary of Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier in Major League Baseball, his wife Rachel Robinson and his daughter Sharon Robinson jointly threw out the first pitch in Game 2 of the World Series. And finally, George W. Bush, President, delivered the ceremonial first pitch before Game 3 of the 2001 World Series. The pitch took on an added significance as it was just weeks after the September 11th terrorist attacks, and it symbolized American resilience and unity. And as opposed to most first pitches being short of the plate or wildly off target, President Bush managed to throw a perfect strike. To sum it up, I would like to quote from one of my favorite baseball movies of all time, Bull Durham, starring Kevin Costner and Susan Sarandon. Walt Whitman once said, "I see great things in baseball. It's our game, the American game. It will repair our losses and be a blessing to us." You could look it up. Well, that's it for today's episode. I hope you liked it. As always, be sure to let me know in the comments if I pooched it wrong, got it right, or you got a subject you'd want to see in a future video. Take care. Have a great day.